about our top 5 favorite RPGs, ARPGs of all time. These are Diablo likes. So at number 5 would actually be Diablo 4, as Diablo 4 to me, like where it's at now, it has a good class system. It has good gearing system. There's a lot better stuff in there. It has a really solid story base. Very good story. And I feel like Diablo 4 is a very good game that you could actually play. And there's a lot of customization in there. And you could do the pit, you could do the Hell Tides. There's a lot that you could actually do if you really want to play it. Now at number 4 is Wolcen. Now, a lot of people, I actually even have it up on my list here. Wolcen to me is an underrated game that people gave a lot of crap to. I wasn't there for the whole Kickstarter, so I don't know what was promised, but as gameplay, I love the story. The skill tree with the rotating wheels that you can do, I thought was a very, very super solid game. Was Wolcen. There's a good minion classes you can do. There's the range classes. There's so much in there that you can do that I would put Wolcen in there in the top. Wolcen to me is number 3. There's a lot of diversity to the game. Yes, they stopped supporting it, but I feel like the game as a whole really works really well together. Now, if we move on to number 3 is also in here, and that would be Dragonkin. Dragonkin is a game that looks bare bones on the surface, but once you start playing with it, there's so many different mechanics that you can work with. I like the story of you chasing down the dragons and trying to go after the big bad dragon. There's 17 different difficulties. There's 4 different endgame things. And the classes that are in there, and they just announced they're going to add a new class to the game coming soon. But you have the Ranger class. You have the Knight class, which is really good for fire, and it also, you can throw some minions in there. The Oracle for lightning. And the Barbarian to me is the best class in the game for me to play. I love playing that class, and the way that you can organize your skills and make them more powerful. To me, Dragonkin is number 3. Number 2 is a no-brainer. Number 2 is right here, which is Diablo 2. Especially Diablo 2 Resurrected. I have been playing Diablo 2 since 2000. Since it released, I have played Diablo 2 thousands of hours. I've created hundreds of characters. To me, D2 is an elite class. Now, one of the reasons why I would put Diablo 2 at number 2 is for the fact gearing. Now, there's a lot of people that have come into streams and say, well, the game really doesn't start until you beat the campaign. I'm like, okay. So if you go through and play the campaign and you're not finding gear, what is going to make you want to play through the campaign 2 more times, get to level 70, 80, and then find gear? To me, if you're not finding gear, you can't really be the best game ever. And a lot of the skills don't really work well. And that game is a lot of just replaying content. A lot of it is replaying content. So to me, Diablo 2, as great as that game is, as much depth as there is into that game, it's not what I would call the greatest ARPG of all time. Now, before we go into number one, I will tell you 3 games that are omitted, that are not on this list and may offend people, is Last Epoch, PoE 1, and PoE 2. There are reasons why they're not on there, but I will talk about that at a later time. Grim Dawn, to me, is the greatest ARPG I have ever played. That game, combining the 2 classes, there is so much great stuff you can do, and you don't have to start your characters over, and you can play the game at your pace, and right off the bat, you will find good gear. You find good gear, there's good skills. Grim Dawn has everything you want. It has story, it has lore, it has good weapons, there's crafting in the game, there's so many build options that you can do with combining different classes, and then adding in the Fangs of Astrakhan DLC, which adds another class that you can now put with the other ones. And you can use components and to give yourself skills, so you don't have to use skill points. And you can respec at any time, and there's bounties, and there's rifts, and there's so many side quests you can do. To me, like, that game is perfect. It is flawless. There's nothing I would change about that game. And it is on Xbox as well. I am primarily a console player. And that's why I would put Grim Dawn as number 1 of the greatest ARPG of all time. If you don't agree with the list, you can put in the comment section, you can leave a comment on what you think is the greatest ARPGs of all time. Everybody's list will be different, but this is mine, and I will see you guys next time.